Hello, I'm Sandy. I am the oldest, but the most beautiful. And since 1980, every year I sit in a chair and I say, next year I'm going to be 100 pounds lighter. Obviously, I haven't lost 100 pounds. If I have, boy, I was really big. But in that regard, I have lost 100 pounds, if not more than 100 pounds. Unfortunately, I gained back the 100 pounds. I lose it 10 pounds, I gain 15. Then I lose 15, and then I gain 10.
Well, that was me in June of 2016. My sister Denise started this channel, and she was on a weight loss journey. She had joined Weight Watchers. If you go back and look at some of my videos and you see somebody that you don't recognize, that's my sister Denise, and she's the one that started the channel. She was doing really well on Weight Watchers. She kept telling me to join, and I kept saying, I can do it on my own. I don't need any help. I can do it on my own. And so now I'm going to show you a clip of when I was going for we went to the Houghton Lake for a vacation, and I was on my journey. I wasn't really putting 100% effort into it, but I'm going to show you how difficult it was for me to walk.
Me and Sandy, we're up to walk.
I'm not really up.
Isn't that sad? To think that I was having such difficulty walking, just things that you do every day in life. I mean, it's just, and I wasn't a cripple. It was just because I was overweight, and that's what made it so difficult. But I wanted to talk to Paula Levine, because Paula left me a very nice comment. She complained that she thought it was too long. Please don't ever think that your comments are too long. I love comments, I really do, and the longer they are, it makes me know a little bit more about you. But anyway, she said, I wish I could make up my mind to lose weight like you have, but my routine is more like diet, lose weight, gain weight, repeat. It's a vicious cycle. I so agree with you. That has been my whole life. I've been on a diet since I was 15 years old. And I showed you, did I show you the pictures? I think I showed you. Well, if not, I'm going to show them to you again. These are what I looked like back in the early 60s, or the late 60s, when I thought I was obese. I really thought I was so heavy. And I'm going to insert the pictures now because I really wasn't. That's my goal, to get back to somewhat like that. I mean, I was probably around 145, 150 pounds. My goal is just to get to about 160. I would settle for 175, but you know, the older you get, it's kind of hard to get back to that skinny weight. But anyway, I started in high school, and I would go on all kinds of diets. I wouldn't eat. I'd starve myself. I'd get mad at friends that when they only had like 5 or 10 pounds to lose, and they'd say they're on a diet, and I'm thinking, you know, please, you're 5 or 10 pounds and you're on a diet. Well, you know what? If you try to lose it at 5 or 10 pounds at that time, it's not that big of a journey. I mean, I have to lose like 150 pounds. That's a journey. That's a long journey. And you know what? I'm in it for the long haul. I have no intentions of stopping. If it takes me 5 years, it takes me 5 years. I'm going to be 68 in September. I've been on a diet since I was 15. So that means for 53 years, I've been trying to lose weight. So what's another 5? At this point, what's another 5? So I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna tell you some of the diets I had, but I wanted to finish reading her comment. She asked, do you have an aha moment? Was it easy for you right from the start, or did you struggle to lose weight? I don't hear a lot of people talk about their beginnings like they were in pain when they tried to exercise. Did they falter and have to start over? Well, I gotta go. My birds are outside. I love my birds too. But anyway, I struggled so much. I went, like after I had my son Jimmy, I was 150 pounds when I got pregnant with him, and I gained 22 pounds, and he weighed 10 pounds. So I should have lost at least 10 or 12 pounds when I left the hospital, but I just saw the scale saying over 160, and I thought I was heavy. So I went on the tomato soup, the Campbell's tomato soup and Cheerios diet. I would have a can of tomato soup at 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock. I've always eaten late in the day, always, my whole life. So I would have a can of tomato soup made with milk, and then at 7 o'clock, I would have a bowl of Cheerios with some milk in it, and I maybe have a glass of juice or something. And I lost the weight. I did lose the weight, but you know what? I didn't learn how to eat right, and then I went crazy, and I ate all the wrong things after that. Then I went on, I've joined Weight Watchers. Well, I joined Weight Watchers in the 70s, And I remember that we used to go to the bathroom before we got weighed, because you know what, that extra 0.2, 0.3 really made a difference after you had the chocolate hot fudge sundae the day before. But, and I stayed with that maybe a month, 6 weeks, and then I thought, you know, I got a handle on this. I don't need to pay all that money. I'm just gonna do it on my own. And you know what, I didn't. It was like she said, it was like a cycle. The weight I lost, I gained back, and then I put on a little bit more than that. So then I joined TOPS, and I did lose weight again. I did lose some weight, but once again, I didn't really learn how to eat. I was starving myself so I could lose weight, and I put it back on, and I put on even more than I had when I started TOPS. Then I joined Weight Watchers again, and this time when the meetings were over, the group of us would go out to eat, and we would eat whatever we wanted because we were rewarding ourselves for the weight loss that we had. So we gained what we just lost, so that was silly. And so then I joined TOPS again, and I didn't have a good group. They complained about everything. It wasn't inspirational at all, and so I thought, I'm going to do it on my own. So I tried again to do it on my own, and I didn't do it on my own. And in the meantime, I'm having pregnancies along the way. With Danny, I got pregnant, and I almost lost Danny, and I stress ate the whole time. This was in 1977, and with Danny's pregnancy, I gained 75 pounds. And Danny only weighed 9 pounds, 2 ounces. So, you know, I had another 65 pounds that I brought home with me. And I struggled and struggled, and I went on another diet, a starvation diet, and once again, did not learn how to eat the right way. And so then I was just going along in my merry little way, and then Christy was born. Well, and when I got pregnant with Christy, I was determined I wasn't going to gain any weight. So I really was diligent about how well I did. And I only gained 11 pounds with Christy, and Christy weighed 9 pounds, 6 ounces. So I really came home with a loss because, you know, 11 pounds, I lost the other pound in the hospital. And then I was going along in my merry old way, and then my father got sick, and he ended up dying in 1983, and then I started stress eating. And I just ate whatever, you know, you put something in front of me, I was going to eat it, and that was just it. I didn't have any edit button or anything. And I just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And in 1985, I weighed 295 pounds, and I thought, I am not going to get to 300 pounds. And so I lost, the least amount I've ever remember weighing since 1985 is 272 pounds. That's the least I've ever weighed since then. And I, once again, joined Weight Watchers again, thought I could do it on my own, quit, and just stopped. And then we moved into a house in Clinton Township, and they had a TOPS meeting that was just like almost at the corner, and I thought, you know, I'm going to go to that meeting. And they kind of helped somewhat, and but once again, not learning how to eat the right way. And in 2000 or 1999, because I was going to start the new millennium off on a weight loss program, and I was going to lose all kinds of weight, and I went to Weight Watchers again, and I did lose some weight, but like I said, I think I only got down to the 272. That's the least I can ever remember weighing. And just continued on my merry way, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I always said that once I hit 300 pounds, I was going to get serious. I don't know why I waited till I thought I was 300 pounds, but I said 300 pounds. And like I said, my sister Denise in 2016 had joined Weight Watchers. She joined, I think she joined in April or May, and then she started this channel in June. And she's trying to get me to go. I would walk with her, and you saw in that video how difficult it was for me to walk. It was really hard for me to walk, but I would go for my walk. I remember my very first walk, I struggled to even get a half a mile in, and I was like really panting, and it was really hard for me. I couldn't go to my grandkids' games because I couldn't walk. My knees were shot because of the weight, all the weight I put on my knees. And so in 2007, I had a knee replacement. And then 2008, I had my other knee replaced, and I have looked in my journal recently, and I was determined I was going to lose weight because I had new knees, and I wasn't going to put any more pressure on them. And I did. I got up to, when I weighed myself in 2013, I joined Weight Watchers in 2013 with my girlfriend from work. I weighed $299. I thought, oh, whew, I got there just in time. I'm not going to hit the 300. And I think we went for maybe 4 weeks, and then we just stopped going. I don't know why. We just stopped going. And then, like I said, Denise started the channel, and she kept trying to get me to join. And then in December, right at Christmas time, I was just not feeling well. I was not sleeping well at night. I was always feeling nauseous. I'd wake up in the night and I'd like struggling for breath. I think I had sleep apnea. Sleep apnea. I think I had that, and I would wake up and I'd go, ah! Like to catch my breath, and it would scare me, and then I couldn't get back to sleep, and like I had acid reflux, and but it didn't stop me from eating everything. My feet hurt from the caffeine, which I've now learned is the caffeine from the pop. In my case, is the feet. My feet got numb, like tingly, and but see, the thing is, every time I went for my blood work, my doctor would even say, I love my doctor, Dr. Orzakowski, he's retired now, but he would always look at my results, and he'd always say, if someone was to look at these results and then look up at you, they would look at the results again, and then they'd look back at you and say, oh, these can't be hers. Because I have excellent numbers. I am born with the best genes, because I have no problems with my sugar. I have no problems with my cholesterol. I have the cholesterol is supposed to be high is high, and the cholesterol is supposed to be low is low. And my count, I think last time I went, I think my cholesterol count was 138 or 135, something like that. So I've been very fortunate, but the bad part about that is I got cocky and thought, I could do whatever I wanted. So at Christmas time, I was really having a hard time with everything, and it was really bothering me in 2016. So I talked my sister Denise and my sister Mary and my daughter Christy to join with me. And we joined Weight Watchers. We joined over by Christy's house because Christy works, and it was just easier for her because it was closer to her house. When you have a day off, you don't want to be traveling. I live about 25 minutes from Christy's house, so you don't want to drive to this side of town. That's like an hour and a half, 2 hours out of your day. When you work 5 days a week, Saturday and Sunday is like your catch-up days, shopping and things like that. So we joined over there. We weren't impressed with the leader. She was good, but she wasn't like my person. It's the only way I can say it. She wasn't my person. So we went to a different meeting, and we saw somebody else. It was a gentleman, and he was interesting, but it just wasn't grabbing my attention. And then I think we went to a third meeting, and once again, just didn't make an impression on me. So then Chrissy was having a problem going all the time, so she was going at different times, and so I said, you know what, I'm just going to go to the one by my house. And it clicked. She was my person. I don't know what it was. Her name is Kim. She's moved up in the ranks at Weight Watchers now. She's like a district lady, district whatever. And she left, and then her protege Denise took over. And at first I thought, I don't know, Kim is my person. I don't know about Denise. And oh my gosh, Denise is my person. She's my person now. And I think the whole thing is you've got to find that somebody that just kind of clicks. And now I realize it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And the more I'm on it, the longer I'm on it, I make smarter choices. I went on vacation and lost 2.2 pounds. I was gone for 2 weeks. I went to the cottage for a week, and then I went to Minnesota for a week. I ate out. I had ice cream. I had pizza. But you know what? I reined it in. I didn't go crazy. I didn't go crazy with all of my food choices. And if I can do it, anybody can do it, really. It's just a matter of having the right mindset, and I have that right mindset right now. If you have any questions about my journey, please, please, please leave me a comment. Leave me a question. If I get enough questions, I'll answer them, on another video, because this has now by no means been an easy. I've lost 74 or 73.9 pounds since December 31st, 2016. Nothing to write home about. But you know what? I'm almost 75 pounds lighter than I was when I started. I can do so much more. I walk 3 miles a day. I struggled to do the half a mile, and now I walk 3 miles a day. So if I can do it, you can do it. So give this video a like. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do a daily vlog, and on Saturdays I do a weekly update on the meeting highlights. And once again, if you have any questions, please ask. So I'll see you on my daily vlog.